Hey everyone, this is Tell the Truth Sports Radio. I'm your host Ron Finch, and I'm going to tell you the truth about the Knicks exploded on the Indiana Pacers, beating them up, winning by 31, 21, 91. Brunson was 44 points, but it's efficient 44 points because the others came along, and it was one where he didn't have to just score. The ball movement was really good. Hart had 18. McBride was big, asserted in the starting lineup. He had 17. Burks was the guy. That's the guy. If I'm in the end, I'm like, he had 18. They came out with energy. They were up 15 at the at the half, and they balled out. And one thing I kind of figured was Indiana mature enough to handle coming back, winning their two games. What I saw Sunday, and people didn't talk about it, was how Indiana celebrated. They danced and they pranced and they celebrated and they talked and taunted. And they celebrated like they had won. They had knocked the Knicks out. I'm thinking, Knicks are going to be angry coming out of here for game five. Are they mature enough to be ready to keep the game close? And they weren't. And the gambling style defense of Indiana, the Knicks made it pay by moving the ball well. They got a lot of layups. The Indiana didn't get it back because they're constantly trying to get steals and blocks. They don't play as good position defense, and they harassed O'Connell. O'Connell's a guy who's I love what they did. I love what Thibodeau did. He harassed a harasser, and that worked. That worked like a charm. And the Knicks end up just running Indiana off the court. The Knicks like to run, but it's selective. And they played their pace. They played with physical intensity, and the Garden was electric. And I tell you what's a good sign is going back to Indiana. The game is Friday. It's a longer rest. It gives the Knicks a chance to rest, number one. Number two, I wonder if Indiana could go out there. Indiana, if Siakam and Turner and Halliburton and Nesmith go and just Halliburton, he had 13 points. He didn't come really hard. If Halliburton comes hard and they play great, they could definitely get the game. But the one thing that really the Knicks was a blessing in disguise is Burks. Burks gives them the extra shooter. Now Brunson can be selective. Now they don't have to key on Brunson so hard. And that's really important. They they can double Brunson. Now Brunson gives the ball up. He can trust Burks and Hart and Vincenzo will have their legs underneath them. And that's going to be the key. I give the Knicks a good chance to win in six. But even if it goes seven, close game, I favor Knicks in a tight game. Indiana wins in six. Indiana wins game six, goes to seven. If it goes there with the Garden crowd and their ability to be tough and clutch, the Knicks are tougher. I know Boston would love to play Indiana and just annihilate. Now Boston's going to end up winning the scrimmage. I thought without Mitchell was turned into a scrimmage. And I thought maybe Cleveland could push them to six. They're not. Boston's going to win in game five. They're going to annihilate the Cavaliers. And if you get a Knicks Boston series, Boston will win, but the Knicks will battle the living heck out of this. When Jamal Murray hit the three to end the half with a long three after a bad turnover to go up 15 in game four, I said to myself, this series is over. They got their championship swagger back. They're playing like champs now. I picked Denver in seven, and I am going to continue to pick Denver in seven. Joker was fantastic. The Denver Nuggets won 112-97. Joker versus Gobert was Hakeem Olajuwon versus David Robinson in 95 conference championship game. He had 40, 13, and 7. It was insane. Gordon gave you 5 assists, 18 points, and 10 rebounds. Aaron Gordon, as the switch to Aaron Gordon, kind of running the point was fantastic. Um, and it changed. It gave Murray the freedom of movement. They harassed Murray because the Timberwolves are playing good defense, but Nuggets are playing better offense. And the third quarter going 38-30, third quarter really was big. They were down 5, and they call timeout, and they go clean off. After the layup by Towns at 56-40, 50-46. And then from there, they scored 20. There's a 20-6 run. And they ran them off. Defensively, the help defense was great on Edwards, doubling Edwards, Darren. They shoot 3-point shooters to take shots, and they missed shot after shot after shot, and they got no second chance points. Denver rebounded. They played like champions. Joker was throwing incredible passes, making tough shots, hook shots, turnaround jumper shots, 3-point shots, Magic Johnson passes, everything. He unloaded. He emptied the tank. And now Denver's up 3-2. They won 3 straight games. When they beat Minnesota, game 3, I said game 4 is game 7. That's the biggest game of the series. Denver came out, and Murray hit that shot, and I feel like the series is over. I said, no Conley, no chance. Conley hurt his Achilles. If he comes back for game 6, Minnesota's going to come out like gangbusters game 6. They're going to come out angry. They're going to come out and whoop Denver, beat Denver. Denver's going to take care of business at game 7. We are headed for Denver-Boston NBA Finals. I would love to see the Knicks win and beat Boston. They're going to give Boston trouble, but it's not going to be enough. I don't think Dallas blowing that game 4, making their series difficult, going to OKC, that's a toss-up. I slightly lean toward Dallas in 7. But I am really bullish on Denver, the way they play like champs. And everyone's contributing. You got Brown, you got Gordon, you got Jackson playing good, Murray. Everyone is connected together like one unit. Great team defense, great team offense. And the Celtics, with their powerful 1-2 punch of Brown and Tatum, with a chance for redemption to get back to the finals. They have the experience. Denver, the champ. You got a team like Boston that's been there. You got a team like Denver. It's always going to make for a great, epic NBA Finals. I think that's where we're headed.